In the heart of Dinaville lived a kind T-Rex named Uncle Gary. He had big teeth and a bigger heart. Uncle Gary loved adventures. His best friend Deeno was a playful dinosaur with scales as green as grass. Deeno was always ready for fun. And then there was Whiskers, a fluffy cat with bright, curious eyes. Whiskers loved to explore. One sunny morning, Uncle Gary decided to take Deeno and Whiskers on an adventure. "Uncle Gary, we're going to the Great Forest." Deeno jumped with joy. "Deeno, will we see butterflies?" Whiskers purred, her tail twitching with excitement. "Whiskers, maybe we'll see a squirrely friend." Uncle Gary grinned. "Uncle Gary, the Great Forest is full of surprises." And with that, the unlikely trio set off on their grand adventure. They were ready to explore, learn, and have fun together. The Great Forest awaited. The Great Forest was alive with sounds and smells. Birds sang in the trees. Squirrels chattered as they scurried up the tall trunks. Uncle Gary, Deeno, and Whiskers walked beneath a canopy of leaves. The sunlight dappled the forest floor. "Deeno, look! What kind of tree is that?" Uncle Gary smiled. "Uncle Gary, that, my boy, is an oak tree. It's very strong and provides a home for many creatures. And those are holly berries. Birds love to eat those." Whiskers sniffed at a patch of colorful mushrooms. "Whiskers, what are these?" "Uncle Gary, those are fungi. They help break down fallen leaves and wood, returning nutrients to the soil." Deeno's eyes widened. "Deeno, wow, the forest is amazing." As they ventured deeper into the forest, Uncle Gary stopped at a giant sunflower. "Uncle Gary, plants are amazing. They make their own food." Deeno tilted his head. "Deeno, make their own food? How do they do that?" Uncle Gary chuckled. "Uncle Gary, it's a process called photosynthesis. Plants use sunlight, water, and air to make food, and they release oxygen for us to breathe." Deeno's jaw dropped. "Deeno, that's incredible." Whiskers, ever the curious one, tilted her head. "Whiskers, and where does the water come from?" Uncle Gary smiled. "Uncle Gary, that's the water cycle. Water evaporates from the sea and forms clouds. Then it rains and the water returns to the earth. It's like magic, but it's science." As evening approached, Uncle Gary led them to a clearing. He built a crackling campfire while Deeno gathered sticks and Whiskers arranged soft moss for seats. Sitting around the warm fire, they shared stories and laughter. "Deeno, today I learned so much about the forest," he said, his eyes shining. "Whiskers, me too," she chirped. "I love watching the squirrels play." Uncle Gary smiled warmly. "Uncle Gary, the forest is a special place," he said. "It teaches us about nature's wonders." He added, "Uncle Gary, just like in the forest, we are stronger when we work together. Each of us has unique talents, and by helping each other, we can achieve anything." Deeno nodded, understanding, and Whiskers purred in agreement. The next morning, the sound of rushing water filled the air. They followed the sound until they reached a sparkling river. The water danced and gurgled over smooth stones. "Deeno, wow," he gasped. "The river is so beautiful." Whiskers dipped a paw into the cool water. "Whiskers, it feels so refreshing," she meowed. Uncle Gary nodded. "Rivers are important," he explained. "They provide water for drinking, for plants to grow, and for animals to thrive." He continued, "Uncle Gary, remember the water cycle? Well, rivers are a big part of it. They carry rainwater back to the sea, and the cycle starts all over again." Deeno and Whiskers were amazed by the interconnectedness of nature. As they continued their walk, Whiskers suddenly stopped. She pointed a paw towards a pile of litter near the riverbank. "Whiskers, look!" she cried, her tail drooping. "Someone left their trash here." Uncle Gary frowned. "Uncle Gary, that's not good," he said. "Litter harms the environment and the animals." He picked up the trash and put it in his backpack. "Uncle Gary, we must always remember to leave nature better than we found it." Deeno and Whiskers nodded solemnly. They realized that protecting the environment was everyone's responsibility. As they made their way back to Deenoville, they promised to respect nature and all its creatures. Their adventure had come to an end, but their journey of learning and protecting the environment had just begun. They knew that many more adventures awaited, and they couldn't wait to explore, learn, and make a difference together.